Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Huddle.
Where we talk about football.
Week after week after week after week after week.
Yeah,
That's all we
13
talk
straight or 14 straight.
14 straight now. Honestly, I gotta admit, this might have been the best week of the season up until this point. I love this
Interesting.
week. A lot of big
Wow.
upsets. A lot
Yeah.
of big upsets. A lot of good games. Yeah, but we'll get into all that later. First, Elijah, today's playbook. Go ahead, take it away.
So we always start out with the NFL news and then trash talk, games of the week, takeaways, SeaPack Reacts, and then finish it off with everybody's favorite steel curtain session. And let's hop right into that NFL news. Levi, take it away.
Yeah, so Dallas takes the top place for the NFC East after defeating the Eagles 33-13, a dominant victory. And you have to admit, Dallas might be the best offense in the league right now.
Yeah, pretty good
They're
defense
performing.
too.
Great defense too. I think they're number 12. They're number 12 right now for rushing yards per game. Number 2 for passing yards per game. They're number 1 for points scored. So, I mean, this team honestly is just taking the lead by storm and could honestly be serious Super Bowl contenders. Pittsburgh Steelers set the record for the first team in NFL history over the 500 mark to lose consecutive weeks to a team 8 games under the 500 mark, or a team with over or at least 10 losses. We lost to 2 10-loss teams in 2 weeks in our home stadium.
Yeah.
Moving on, Elijah, give us some playoff eliminations and clinching updates.
Okay, so even after the Patriots upset our Pittsburgh Steelers, they are eliminated. The second team eliminated from the playoffs. All for nothing. They should have just lost. You guys could have just lost for us, please.
Hate them.
And then the 49ers are the first team to clinch a playoff spot. So that's good for them. And then,
We have what? 4 weeks left of the season, and we have one team that's clinched playoffs.
Yeah, and if the Packers would have won, the 49ers still wouldn't have clinched the playoffs.
Right.
But of course,
But Packers suck, so.
Tommy DeVito. Yeah, let's talk about some. So there's some controversy over the Chiefs' ending of the game. There was an offsides called on Kadarius Toney. Patrick Mahomes had some comments on it. It's getting reviewed. He has apologized, but honestly, I don't get why there's controversy.
No, Mahomes didn't apologize. He said, "I'm sorry for throwing a tantrum, because he gets a call for him his entire career. He's protected by the referee."
Well, you know, I'm gonna stop you. We're gonna talk about this a little bit later, Levi. So let's just move on with the news, and we'll get in more depth on that in our takeaways.
Quick word for Chiefs fans too. Yeah, we'll get to that later.
All right. Go ahead.
I guess this is huge for me, because Elijah got kicked out of the playoffs in our one league, and I'm the second seed in the playoffs. But Justin Herbert to undergo season-ending injury, which means my top quarterback is out. I have to rely on Joe Flacco if I even get him off the waiver claims.
Honestly, the GOAT.
Of course, Herbert out for the season, and Nick Mullins will start this week for the Vikings after Josh Dobbs drops. Well, he's 1-1 in the past 2 weeks, but a 3-0 victory over the Raiders is nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
And that is your NFL news of the week.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my favorite part of the episode, and probably Elijah's favorite part too. Maybe not, because he has to come up with these every week. But
yeah,
Trash Talk Tuesday.
All right, cue that music. Let's start out with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mitch Trubisky, more like Miss the Passkey. Okay. Jets, no matter how hard they try to step away from Zach Wilson, they always just end up coming back to him. And you know what? He plays a good game, too.
CJ Stroud was hurt. And what is his name? Tank Dell's out for this season. He did nothing.
Yeah, well...
You might as well bring Tom Savage and, Will Fuller the fourth back.
Oh, man. Let's go to the Cleveland Browns. Joe Flacco may go down as the best NFC North quarterback of all time. Might win a Super Bowl with 2 of them. And then let's hop on down to the 49ers. CMC touchdown game streak is back to 0. Had a great game, but did not have a touchdown.
No, did not have a touchdown.
And then let's move on to the Vikings. What a nice shutout, 3-0. And then the Raiders, they held the Vikings to only 3 points.
Only 3
what a
points.
game! What
Very
a game!
impressive. Yeah. Honestly, game of the week. Like, come on.
Yeah, come on now. Chiefs, they're actually like wide receivers who really try hard. They know how to play football, and they can't be in the NFL for whatever reason. And somehow Kadarius Toney is still playing for the Chiefs.
That meme you sent me, it was a meme. Maybe we will throw it up if Elijah's feeling generous.
Oh, yeah.
But it said, "My cause, my cleats" for Kadarius Toney. It was a pair of clown shoes.
That's a good one. And then let's go on to the refs. An honorable mention. They finally make the right call, and they still get hate for it.
That's true.
And that'll be your Trash Talk Tuesday for the week on a Tuesday, maybe a Wednesday. Could be a
here's
Thursday.
the thing, I gotta say a couple of these because I like a couple of them.
All right.
Let me find them. I love how I just take your crap. Falcons. Kyle Pitts actually scored. Look at that.
I had him on fantasy first touchdown for my fantasy team.
This is a good one. Seahawks. Since when was Geno Smith wearing number 2 in white?
He looked exactly the same. Drew Lock looked just like Geno Smith.
And then I like these last two. Dolphins. Tua tripping on the turf. We haven't done it twice forever.
Yeah, I know. It's been hard, but yeah, he kept tripping on the field for some odd reason.
Turf sucks. We talked about this. And then Mahomes slowly being as disliked as the rest of his family. I like that one.
I forgot about that one. All right, and that is your Trash Talk Tuesday on a Tuesday, maybe a Wednesday, probably not a Thursday. Actually, usually it is a Thursday. Probably not a Friday, though. Could be a Saturday because I post on Saturdays. But watch your football on Sunday. But there is football on Saturday, so what are we going to do now?
What are you talking about? Dude,
there's football on Saturday.
There is football on Saturday.
Yeah, the Steelers, baby.
For the Colts. This is like literally for like the 7th seed. Oh my goodness. All right. It's time for Games of the Week.
Games of the Week.
Games of the Week. Games of the Week.
We need to.
You always forget to clap every single time.
Man. Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, whatever. Well, we already went over the best game of the week. Vikings beat Raiders 3-0.
Yes.
Just honestly, back and forth game. A lot of punts, a lot of turnovers, a lot of stupidity, and a lot of coaches needing to get fired.
Yeah.
Well, one of them already did.
Well, yeah.
I don't know about the other one. But Josh Dobbs, he's washed. He's old.
Yeah.
Go back to NASA.
Why were we hyping him up anyway?
Honestly. Yeah, seriously. But no, the best game. We're going to do this out of order this week because I don't care. Baltimore beat the Los Angeles Rams 37-31 in overtime. It was great. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And OBJ already knew they were going to win the coin toss. Did you see that video?
I didn't see that.
The Rams called heads, and OBJ started like flexing as soon as he started like tossing the coin because obviously I don't know, he knew they were gonna get tails or something. But biggest win, Jets beat out Houston 30-6, and then the biggest upset, Chicago beat Detroit 28-13. I don't know what's been happening to Detroit recently, but I'm
happy.
It's honestly nuts to say that they still have a better record than the Chiefs, or same record.
Yeah.
Oh no, it might be.
No, I think they have one game.
Record.
Yeah. And they beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, screw the Chiefs. All right, that is your games of the week. Moving on to takeaways.
Oh,
something that the Steelers get, and we can't do anything on offense with it. No, so takeaways. Elijah, this was a prompt he put in. I didn't understand it at first, but
because he's a little slow. But yeah, is it okay to root for your team to lose? So a lot of times, like the Cardinals, for instance, their team sucks. And, you know, you want to get a higher draft pick, so you might be rooting for your team to lose. Do you think that is okay as a fan, Levi? Or do you think that's just insane as a fan? You can't call yourself a fan if you're rooting for your team to lose.
I think being a fan or rooting for a better future is completely acceptable. I think
Is that coming from experience? Because I mean, obviously the Steelers right now, a lot of talk going on.
I don't even know what future we have because we're still playing like we live in like 1972. So,
Yeah.
anyways, so yes, I think hoping for a better future is completely acceptable. I like it. Whatever. Fans yelling at their players to lose and just give up, no. That's their job. Let them do their job. Let them play the best that they can. If they only get 4 wins in a season, that's the best that they could do. Maybe. Unless you're the Patriots and you just suck. Never mind. We lost it. But no, saying, you suck even more because you decided to win because you're not going to get a good draft pick. Guess what? These fans are doing nothing. All they're doing is just yelling at their team, and they go do their job the next day. Kyler Murray walked into somebody's office, was like, just don't do your job today because your business sucks. Your small family business is crashing and burning. Just quit now. Just go live on the side of the road somewhere or whatever. No, you probably go on the X or whatever it's called nowadays. And just
What the heck is this story going?
I'm just saying, your team is there because you are supporting them. This is their guys' job. They're trying every day to win. Don't be a moron. This prompt sucks, dude. This prompt
No, this is what. No, listen. I'm going to answer this question.
Go ahead. Sound lost. I don't care.
Your question went from like I don't even know where your answer went.
Neither do I. My goodness.
Oh man, we're not getting through this episode.
Dude, we had to redo last week's episode because it was 10 o'clock at night and we were tired.
Oh man.
Come on.
All right. So I think I don't agree with like saying you need to lose. For instance, right now the Steelers lost 2 bad games, and there's been talk, Steelers should just lose out so we get a better draft pick. But I think that's just insane because they have a chance to make the playoffs, and they have a very, very small chance, but there is a chance that they can still take the division, which is kind of crazy. But I still think you got to root for your team and for the wins, and it doesn't matter whether or not it's not looking great. Maybe you had 2 bad games like the Steelers have, but yeah, that's what I think. I think it's kind of wrong to be rooting for a negative outcome when your team still has a chance and they still can do some good. But yeah, let's move on to the next.
Whatever my story is about a 4-foot quarterback walking into your office telling you to quit. In short, that's exactly what I was trying to say.
All right. Sure.
Moving on. Forget that. Gone. Done.
Bada bing, bada boom.
This isn't really even a question. We just put his name with a question mark next to it. Jake Browning. Question. Yeah. Jake Browning. However you want to say this.
Jake Browning?
Yeah, there you go.
Jake Browning. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
What do we think? What do you think, Levi? Joe Burr?
Still don't like the guy.
Jake Burr?
Because I like Joe Burrow. No, don't ever say that again. I hate that. Jake Burring.
Jake Burr?
No, yeah, I'm still not a huge fan of the guy. I mean, he's good. He's got a good team around him. What can you say? I don't mind Jake Browning. I mean, if you just look at his stats so far this season, he's 2-1 as a starter, which actually is not bad at all.
No.
He's got almost 1,000 passing yards. He's at 924. He's got 5 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. So in 3 games, honestly, I think that's better than what Kenny Pickett has done.
Oh yeah, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I think he's been a pretty good backup for the Bengals. And then that also, I can add another name in there, Tommy DeVito? Question mark. Tommy DeVito? Tommy DeVito. What do you think?
Yeah. So flashback to 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When I was like, he won his first game or he made his first appearance or something like that.
Yeah, I don't even think
whatever. This guy is an Italian joke. Whatever. Okay, cool. But no, he's been playing great. Wandale Robinson or whatever his name has been popping off. Isaiah Hodgins has been popping off.
Yeah.
It's just there's a new fire under this team ever since he came. There's a new spark of hope. And even though the Giants GM said the other week Daniel Jones is our starter in 2024, Don't lie to his face. You paid him big money for him to suck. And I told you, Daniel Jones is not good. Even last year, he got carried because Saquon was back. Other than that, Tommy DeVito, Jake Browning, I like these guys. Well, not really Jake, but I like Tommy DeVito a lot. The only thing is, let's just hope never, ever again, never does the NFL want to show his dad kissing his agent and his brother on live television.
What do you mean?
Honestly, though, I would much rather see that than Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is
celebrating because Travis Kelce covered ball. Oh my goodness!
Yep.
She probably has no idea how football works. No idea.
That's crazy. But yeah, I would say backups this year have been pretty surprising. Joe Flacco, Jake Browning, Tommy DeVito,
Mitchell Trubisky.
I was just gonna say, yeah, he's been there. Let's go on to
that guy.
Yeah, let's go on to our let's talk about Patrick Mahomes a little bit more. We already talked about it sooner. Let's make it real quick, but yeah, what do you think?
So
how should that have been handled? What did he do wrong?
He has every right to be mad. He shouldn't be mad at the refs. He should be mad at awful. That awful wide receiver. Dude, it's so bad. It's not even like the Jaguars level of bad where they're all overpaid wide receivers and they're like late 20s and early 30s that are still producing because they're kind of insane and work together.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
It's bad. There's not like a single...
Travis Scantling has 30 catches this season?
And 30 drops too.
On a number 2.
Yeah, there's not a single... All of their starters are like a number 3 wide receiver on any other team.
Kadarius Toney is more penalties racked up against him than Joey Porter Jr. has.
Which is a lot.
Or even Kareem Jackson or something like that. I mean, it's despicable. It is actually, watching the Chiefs, you're not, scared anymore. It's literally, like that clown meme we were talking about. Just Kadarius Toney running around clown feet.
Yeah.
And Mahomes he has every right to be angry.
Sure.
But how do you... the fact where it's a rivalry between him and Josh Allen, he doesn't even shake his hand after the game.
Yeah, that was... He just went up to him and he was kind of like, yeah, look at that play was stupid, whatever. You at least shake the hand, say good game.
Right.
Come on now, that's
because so... him and his loud family would have had something to say if Jalen Hurts didn't go up to him after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Or, no, if anything, and I feel like the Chiefs are the people too. Even if they lost to the Eagles earlier this season, I feel like the Chiefs are the fans to throw the James Bradbury holding picture up on the big screen.
Yeah.
They're all just so annoying. Either you're a band... I honestly might know 2 true Chiefs fans. Other than that, you're a bandwagon or you're a Taylor Swift fan. And that's what takes me off. And they all cry when they don't get their way.
Yeah.
It's like that. Everything's going great. Cool. One bad call because Chiefs Kingdom doesn't know what a bad call is, obviously. And it's they're just spoiled. They're spoiled children. And that's it. That's all I got to say. There's my rant for the episode. Just wait till we get to the steel curtain session. It'll be 10 times worse.
All right. And let's get to our playoff predictions, and then we'll do CPAC, and then we'll get to those Steelers.
Yeah.
So
playoff predictions. Elijah, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm going to start with the NFC. Number 1 seed is going to go to the Eagles. They have a pretty easy schedule coming up. Yeah. They play the Giants twice. So I think that's...
they have Seattle Giants, Arizona Giants.
Yeah, that's
if they honestly don't win out of the season, there's something wrong, obviously.
But so far Pennsylvania teams, when they're supposed to win. I know that's just one right now, but... You never
At least
know.
we're not playing Washington again.
All right, and then number 2 is going to go to the 49ers.
I'm still a little surprised you put the Niners underneath.
Yeah, let me look up their schedule real quick because I had a reasoning. But
Niners' schedule was Arizona, Baltimore, Washington, Rams.
Oh, yes, because of the Baltimore game. I think they could easily lose that and the Rams game. So that's why I have them at number 2.
Okay.
And then the number 3, this might have to change, but right now I have the Green Bay Packers.
freaking bye.
That's really the only reason why. Number 4 is the Buccaneers. They're gonna take the South.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's just about it. Number 5 is the Cowboys. Obviously,
Hmm.
they have a tough schedule coming up. They have to play the Dolphins, the Lions,
Bears.
Bear. Oh,
Not
yeah.
no, not Bears. Bills. My
Oh, I was
goodness.
gonna say the Bears.
No,
Yeah,
they
the
got
Bills.
Buffalo Bills, Miami, Detroit, and Washington.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough schedule right there.
It's just
Washington again. I feel
yeah,
like they. Oh, okay. Huh.
just Thanksgiving. That was the only
Oh,
game
okay.
so far
I feel
this
like
year.
they just Washington. Anyway, I'll just move on. Number 6 is the Lions. I think they've been playing pretty crappy, so I think they're gonna lose out. They play the Vikings twice. I know. They
Green Bay
play
and Cincy.
Green Bay. Yeah, yep. And then
And they got half their divisional games left, which is huge.
yeah,
Like the last 3 games of their season are divisional games, which is
yeah,
not.
yep. And then finally will be the Rams. We talked about them sneaking in, and I think they will. And then the you can go ahead and say your NFC, Levi, and then we'll
Yeah,
move on.
so number one, you got to have the Seattle Seahawks.
What?
No,
What?
I'm
No, they're
joking.
not
But
even. They're like number
I'm
9
not
or.
that biased. Um, number one is 49ers. I think they're going to squeak out, even if they have the same record as the Eagles or Cowboys, whoever takes first in that division. I think 49ers got a number one seed lock. Eagles take number 2. Lions will get number 3. Buccaneers at number 4.
Hmm.
Cowboys at number 5. I
Hey,
think Cowboys and Eagles can be interchangeable at this
yeah,
point. When 2 and 5 or 1 and 5 is huge difference, which is nuts if they end up having the same record or something crazy like that.
yeah.
Um, my number 6, I made this during the Packers game on Monday night, so I have the Packers in there at number 6 seed. I don't know if that's gonna stick that way, but it's not like you guys have a horrific schedule. It's Tampa, Carolina, Minnesota, Chicago. You
Yeah.
own the Bears, so that's a win. Carolina, that should be a win. Minnesota, that should be a win. And Tampa, that could go either way, but I think you guys will win. Maybe.
We're
So
supposed
Packers are not.
to.
And then I think Rams. I think Rams are sticking there at number 7. I
All
would
right.
love to put Seattle on this list. I just think their schedule was too hard from here on out for them to have any playoff hopes. They'll be lucky to even get a 9-8 record.
There you go.
Yeah. So Elijah, AFC, we got to roll quick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm a
Number
rant
one is
about Mitch Trubisky.
number 1 is the Baltimore Ravens. They
Yep.
the best team, obviously. Then the Chiefs.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go to the Dolphins, and then the Jaguars. Only because C.J. Stroud was hurt, and that game kind of cost them a little bit. But yeah, the Jaguars are number 4, taking that division. 5 is the Browns. 6 are the Bills, and then 7 are the Colts.
Like that. Like it. I got to go with Ravens number 1, Chiefs at number 2, Dolphins at number 3, Jaguars at number 4. I don't like this at all, because I don't think it's gonna happen. But Steelers at number 5.
Oh,
I don't know why, but Bills at number 6, Broncos at number 7.
all right. No Colts
The,
there.
the biggest thing is, well, I don't think the Colts. JT's out. He should not be playing this Sunday or Saturday against us. So
But they won their first half of the season without him. So
right, but they had Anthony Richardson for a little bit.
yeah,
A little
true,
bit.
true.
I don't know. I'm more concerned about Josh Downs even popping off a lot. Anyways, the main reason why these teams make it, Steelers, Buffalo, and Broncos, and the way that they're ranked is because of divisional games. I feel like the Steelers will end up at least 4-2. At best, they'll be 5-1 in their division. We beat the Bengals. I think that should be any other easy game if we win this week against the Colts. And we own the Ravens. Like, we own the Ravens. Face it, Ravens, we own you. So
Yes,
I think that's why I got the Steelers at 5. So those
all
are my
right.
playoff predictions.
I like
Can't
that.
say I love them. Can't say I hate them. But that is it for that.
All right.
Moving on. Elijah, guess what?
What?
Go.
All right. The Packers. We always seem to be owned by the Giants for some reason. An NFC Championship game last year, we lost to them. This year, we lose to Tommy DeVito. Man, Jordan Love looked terrible the first half and didn't really do much after that.
He
Anyway,
cannot throw 3-yard out routes.
Yeah, they said there was a lot of wind going on, so I guess he wasn't used to that,
Oh,
which is
sure.
weird because he's in Green Bay. He plays in Green Bay, so I don't know what the heck. But anyway, the run game we couldn't really get that going. That well, we did get it going a little bit, but still not great. And Matt LaFleur calling 7 jet sweeps to Jaden Reed. It looked like Matt Canada was running the offense.
Can't say I'm
Um,
mad because he got me 20 fantasy points and I still lost because
yes,
Tyreek got hurt. But
yes, but in that same play after the Giants already know that play from the seventh. It was the seventh time they did it, and it was the most crucial play was the 2 point conversion, and they want to
right.
run a jet sweep, and that cost them the game. And then defense sucked. Joe Barry needs out right now. He should be gone. We should get Bill Belichick if he leaves the
You know what you guys
Patriots.
should do?
What?
Because I think you're over. You've been over.
Oh,
I just
that's
kind of like to
crazy.
ramble. You guys should just get rid of special teams on the
We
Packers.
should honestly. That
You
it's been
guys
like
suck.
20 plus
You
years
guys suck.
of terrible special teams. But you know what?
You might as well make Gunnar Olszewski your kick returner.
Honestly, no, please. He was worse on the on the Giants.
It's
But
so
yeah,
bad.
that's what I got for the
I'm
Packers.
just gonna wait till it hits 30 minutes even.
All right, there you
All
go.
right. I mean, Gino was out. DK played a good first 2 catches that he had. Touchdown, 52 yards. Go ahead. Got in a fight again because he can't control himself. But I like DK for that. He doesn't care. Doesn't care about the NFL. Doesn't care about Roger Goodell. And I love that about DK.
A lot like
Um,
Ian Levi.
what, doesn't care about what the NFL says, just wants to go hit somebody?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
doesn't
like
like
that.
Roger Goodell either.
Yeah. I think it was I mean, what did you expect? 49ers are good. Not Calvin Ridley or Calvin Austin. Kenneth Walker coming
Wow.
back from injury. Yeah, I know. I don't know how. Kenneth Walker coming back from injury didn't really play much. Charbonnet was okay. Tyler Lockett, whatever. JSN, whatever. Defense got an interception and a forced fumble. Couldn't really do anything off of that. Jason Myers, I was surprised he actually made a kick. And Bobby Wagner, number 5 in the league for tackles with 132. And my buddy is halfway to the grave. So, go Bobby.
Go Bobby.
Go
Um,
Seahawks. I'll see you next season in the
hmm.
Super Bowl with Jaden Daniels or Michael Penix, Kenneth Walker, JSN, DK Metcalf, Quandre Diggs, Jamal Adams,
All right, that's your
Bobby
time.
Wagner.
Here, here,
Here we
here,
go.
here we
Here we go.
Steelers.
Wait, why are we happy? Here we go.
Steelers.
Here we go.
Pittsburgh lost to the Patriots again.
Buddy,
What?
I remember it was like 2017, and like this was the most hated rivalry. It was more important than us versus the Ravens.
Yeah, I do.
And
I do.
we let Bailey freaking Zappi run
Who?
his terrible arm
Who's
exactly
that?
all over us. Made him look like prime Tom Brady. Made
Yeah.
Pat Pete look like I don't even know. Pile of garbage. What the heck?
Zeke Elliott looked good.
He
Prime
looked
Zeke
like
Elliott.
2016 rookie Zeke whenever he ran all over us with the Cowboys on that Thursday night.
Prime Juju Smith-Schuster.
Nah, I
No.
was so mad at that game, man. The entire crowd, we were so mad at him for celebrating. Like, you came back into the stadium that loved you. You love the city, and you're gonna celebrate like that. Like,
Yeah. Oh well.
he should turn on though.
He should. That would be
I'm
great.
insane.
Let's talk about the good first, and then we'll go back to the bad. No points allowed in the second half. That was pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, guess what? We couldn't do anything on offense either, so whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Michael Walker, he did something.
He got a pick. That's about it, though.
Miles Killebrew,
Yeah.
he revived his life after that horrific performance against the Cardinals. Had a really good game, actually. Against
There's a stat where he's tied for second most in block punts for any team since he signed with the Steelers. So
yeah,
he has 4, and that's tied second to any team since 2020 or 2021, which is insane, and it's all been by himself. So he's been a really good special teams guy, except for the week before. But that's
all right.
Yeah,
that was it for good.
That's just unfortunate.
Bad. Ty Smith got hurt.
Yep.
DJ got hurt. Concussion
Uh-huh.
protocol.
Yep.
Fitzpatrick has every right to be frustrated with teammates. That's what I love about Minka. He's such a good team leader
Yeah.
that you know you're a good leader whenever everybody else is ticked off at you for saying the right thing.
Mm.
And I like that about Minka because he doesn't care. He will get up in your face and tell you why you're wrong, why he's right, and why he's putting in all the effort, and you need to catch up to his level of playing.
Yeah. He's the
And
only one he's the only one who's been out there for like 2 years, other than TJ Watt.
and he's
So
giving his all in every play.
yeah, exactly.
I have mad respect for Minka. I love him. I hope
Yeah.
we never get rid of him,
Hmm.
even though I feel like he could be out within a couple of years.
Yeah, he deserves better. Same with TJ. But
Yeah.
um,
Love Minka though. Play calling.
oof.
Now,
Honestly,
I hope us as a interesting fan base, I hope they realize that getting rid of Canada wasn't going to automatically fix the issue.
yeah,
I hope they
absolutely.
didn't realize 400+ yard games every week after he was fired.
Yeah, we're still using his same playbook. It's
We
not
are, and we honestly might even be out worse with that. We don't have an offensive coordinator. We don't have one.
exactly.
So
We don't have our starting quarterback.
we don't have a starting quarterback either.
So I think the last 2 weeks, if Kenny Pickett were there, we would win those games. I am 100% positive in that.
Right.
But yeah, the calls were kind of interesting. The fourth down, they should have kicked the field goal, but that's all right. They went for it. Mitch Trubisky
Well,
messed up.
I mean, you can't really.
And this was the first like they got the pick on it, and they decided to go for
Well,
it
and that's
instead.
their first issue. If you're not scoring whenever
Yeah,
your defense gets you inside the 20, that's an issue.
yeah,
And I think that, I mean, at the time, we thought going for the touchdown or first down was a better option. I think it was too. I think that was the right call. Wrong play call, though.
I disagree. I would kick the field goal any time. When you have Mitch Trubisky who can't do a single right
But then you
thing.
got a clutch defense that got the ball right back. So
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. You're right. But yeah, and then of course the 4th and 2, chucking it deep. Honestly, it wasn't even a bad play call. There were guys wide open. It's just Mitch Trubisky wants to throw it deep to Deontay, drops him, and
right.
he was like
Well,
double
we're
covered.
gonna throw up the pictures for you. This is a 4th and 2. I have the picture pulled up. This is right. It's right before. Well, let's first go to the 3rd and 2. I asked my one friend at school. She knows absolutely nothing about football. I said, "Who are you throwing the ball to here?" And she said on that 3rd and 2, Deontay Johnson. He's wide open. She's like, that guy. I'm like, guess who you threw the ball to? She's like, oh yeah. I don't even remember. It was like Minka or not Minka, Muth or Pickens. It was such
I
a
don't
bad
know.
ball. But Deontay was wide open on that 3rd and 2. We'll throw the picture up for you. And then on that 4th and 2, Trubisky stared down Deontay the entire time.
Yeah.
And where I paused this picture on the video and took a screenshot, oh my goodness, it is so obvious where he should have thrown the ball.
Yeah.
And I don't even think, if you're going to go deep, don't go to Deontay. And that's nothing against him. He's a great route runner.
Yeah.
Pickens has more strength, more speed, better hands is debatable. But if I'm throwing the ball deep on a one-on-one, I'm going to Pickens. And even better, there's Allen Robinson right there. Just throw the ball into his hands. He falls forward, and there's a first down.
I mean, I'm not throwing a deep fade on 4th and 2 with however
Regardless,
little
I
time.
got
Yeah.
Megatron down there, and Tom Brady as my quarterback. I'm still
Yeah,
not throwing the ball on 4th and 2.
Nah, definitely not. But yeah, Mitch Trubisky obviously he sucked. Run defense was not great. Again, Ezekiel Elliott looked like he was in his prime. Pass defense wasn't great. Juju Smith-Schuster looked like he was in his prime. And then yeah, that it was just
It was a bad
rough.
game.
We did put up 18 points, and we were close. We were down by a field goal, but it's just bad quarterback play. And then that kind of leads me to a question. There was a lot of chance for you were there, Levi, so you could probably talk about this more. But there were a lot of chance for Mason Rudolph to come into the game.
Well, I mean, we're still starting Trubisky.
Yeah,
on
we are.
Saturday.
But go ahead, sorry.
I just think Tomlin's being way too patient. Like, he's a patient guy, but like, enough is enough. like, I know you want to give Trubisky a chance. Guess what? He had his chance last year. He started off 1-3, and we said you're done. And he hasn't played a game since. Started a game since. And look what he does whenever he finally starts a game. He loses it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But does
He
that?
got lucky off that first interception. I don't even know
Yeah, that's
what
true.
in the heck he was doing on that second pick.
Yeah. He said he was going to be aggressive. He just
Doesn't mean
wasn't
stupid.
accurate.
It does not mean stupid.
But that leads me to my question: is Mason Rudolph a better option over Mitch
Yes.
Trubisky?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now let me go. Let's go back to a year ago. Are you putting in Mason Rudolph over Mitch Trubisky?
Not a year ago.
Not knowing. Yeah, exactly. You're not. Last year, we all hated Mason. I didn't hate him, but I didn't really care for him either. But we all didn't really care for Mason Rudolph. We were fine if he left the team. And then all of a sudden, when Mr. Trubisky does bad, everybody is rooting for this guy, who we all know is not great.
But he can't do any much worse. He can't do worse.
Yeah, honestly, I think he could. Bro cannot run. Mitch Trubisky can at least run a little bit. Mason Rudolph just knows how to throw the ball deep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, then if we want to do a 4th and 2 and do a streak down the field, then I want to put Mason Rudolph in because he can actually throw a ball deep.
Yeah, but we don't want to do that. So why would we have Mason Rudolph in?
Well, obviously we wanted to do it because we just lost the game by doing that.
I don't think we wanted to do it. I think Mitch Trubisky wanted to do it.
And that's exactly the issue. Get him off the team.
The best
Never extended him.
we should have got Joe Flacco. Why was he on?
Honestly, why are all these other teams making moves and we're too stuck because we're too stubborn to just find guys off our depth chart? You want to win, you got to go out there and sign somebody.
Yeah. Trace
McSorley. We're too stuck in our bubble. Like, this is our family. The standard is the standard. All right, also, because if the standard means we're just going to lose the rest of our lives and watch a sucky team play, throw the ball deep on 4th and 2, then the standard is the standard. Great, good night.
But also, we're paying Mitch Trubisky so much money to be our backup.
Sit on the bench and do nothing.
I mean, he's playing. He's playing a lot. Can he?
Well, and he's not doing anything more on the field than he is on the bench.
Yes, but I think the fact that they're paying him so much is the reason why they need to play him. It's like Deshaun Watson before he got hurt. They have to play him because they're paying him how much. So I think
you don't have to play him if they don't play good. Like,
I mean, when that's a whole ton of waste of money right there.
Right, that's why we were stupid to extend his contract in the first place.
Yes, that is true. But let's move on to some more stupidity. But it might be a little bit different. Antonio Brown, coming out of the shadows. Actually, never mind. He's always a diva. Anyway, he gives some good advice actually to George Pickens, who honestly needs some good advice. Let me read a little bit of it. I won't be too long. I feel like these new players, they need to put a lot of time in. Timing is everything. Working with the quarterback, being on the same page, being familiar with the quarterback, knowing if the game is not going our way in the first 2 quarters of the game. What can we go to that we are comfortable in? I'm not saying the Steelers get into anything that they're comfortable in going. Oh, wait, what the heck? I'm not saying the Steelers get into anything that they're comfortable in going down the field. I feel like if you're making the guys uncomfortable, then just stay more and more uncomfortable. Basically, what he has been saying, there's a whole lot more I'm not going to read, obviously. He's saying that if you're having a lot of problems that George Pickens is having with not getting the ball, you need to go to the coach Tomlin. You need to go to your offensive coordinator. You need to go to your quarterback. You need to talk it out. And you need to be you can't be doing all the sighing and all that stuff that he's doing in there. You got to be
you got to grow up.
Yeah, you got to grow up, basically. And this is coming from Antonio Brown.
Right. But okay, 2 things. I feel AB definitely got a ghostwriter on that.
Honestly, yeah. It was probably Big Ben.
Number 3, you said go to your quarterbacks. Go to your quarterback, go to your head coach, and go to your offensive coordinator.
Yeah, this is what he said. I advise GP to go talk to Pickett, go talk to Tomlin, go talk to the offensive coordinator.
Well, guess what? We don't got one. Current quarterback, we don't got one. Mitch sucks. Tomlin, he's not going to listen. He's just going to be, okay, yeah. No, actually, I feel like I've been putting a lot of hate towards Tomlin. I love Tomlin. I love him.
Yeah.
I love him a lot.
I think he would listen. Tomlin would
I feel like he will listen, but I would feel like
he would
be the same guy that say you got to put in the work before I'd do anything
Yeah.
to switch the offense towards you. I feel like Pickens feels like he deserves better,
He does.
but it's his second year in the league, and he has been more cocky. I'm telling you right now, TJ should have been out already. Minka should have been out already. That's the fact. It's a fact.
Yeah,
If
it is.
they really wanted to, they could be winning Super Bowls elsewhere.
They could. But
And it's just
they're
a
not.
difference. It's even in our high school. This is so weird that I'm saying this. But like you just seem like everybody, like the younger generation now, we're just like too caught up in our own selves that it's not. There's like no respect for anything anymore. And I feel like that carries on even onto the football field. And I like Pickens too. I think he's a great athlete. I think he's a great player. But you
Yeah,
have
he
to
is.
grow up eventually.
You do.
You want to go play with a top tier quarterback? Go ahead. But you better be putting up top 10 wide receiver numbers. If not, you're nobody.
Chase Claypool, story of his life.
Shut up.
And then let's talk about real quick the playoff picture. I did a little bit of research. When I say a little bit, I did a lot. Playoff picture for the Steelers. We have to win at least 3 games to still have like a 90% chance to make the playoffs. We can lose to the Seahawks actually because it won't affect our AFC record, but we still want to win that. But we have to beat the Colts. We have to beat the Bengals. We have to beat the Ravens.
I think if we win our division, beat the Colts, we're fine.
Yeah, we can.
Honestly, I don't even care if we lose 100-0 to the Ravens. If we win these next 3 weeks and get crapped on by the Ravens, all right, we make the playoffs at what, 10-7? I'm not mad.
Fair enough. And then to take the NFC North, which probably won't happen, but we still can. We have to win out, and everybody else has to lose.
You mean?
Yeah, the AFC. Or sorry, yeah, the NFC. Or sorry, AFC North. They could probably win the NFC North if they wanted to. Everyone's bad there, but everyone has to lose basically the next couple games. We have to beat the Ravens, and the Ravens have to lose at least 3 games.
Which is nuts because I don't think that's going to happen.
It could.
Checking my paper. Actually, Jacksonville, San Fran, Miami, then us.
Yeah, they can lose 3 of those games.
Ravens don't beat Dolphins ever.
Yes.
Kind of like how they don't beat the Titans in the playoffs. And then I don't know, dude.
The 49ers, they'll probably get.
I don't know, dude. We have a chance.
We have a chance, and then the obviously the we have to beat the Bengals,
right?
And then the Browns need to lose 1 game, hopefully to the Bengals because that would ruin.
The Browns play Houston too.
Yeah, they would have to. The Browns have to lose to the Bengals because that'll mess up their AFC North.
The Browns don't beat the Jets.
We'll see.
We'll see.
By that time.
Yeah,
but they have to lose to the Bengals.
Dude, what is that? The 2 backups of the Jets. Next thing you know, Mike White's like commentating the game or something.
Honestly, he's on the Dolphins right now, but
yeah. So
they have a chance for romance.
Like Jake Browning and Joe Burrow or the whole Tommy
Travis
family. No,
Travis Kelce.
Screw Taylor Swift. Go Steelers. I like this episode a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
If you
made it this far. Yeah.
Listen, please. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Please do it. Please.
All right. But thank you for listening. Once again, I'm Levi Jenkins.
Oh, really?
On the side here, best friend Elijah Cower.
Thanks, bud.
I love you, buddy.
Oh,
I like you too, more though.
Tommy DeVito family kisses for everyone.
Seriously. But this is week 14 of the Huddle, week 14 of the NFL season, and this is the Huddle.
Peace.